My name is Albert. I've been diagnosed in March of 2003. So I have had Parkinson's for 15 years. But I came to a point in the progression of the disease where I need to actively participate and do something to slow the progression or maintain my independence as much as possible. I used to like hiking and walking, but can't really go for an adventure anymore. Well, maybe I should tell you that my walking and physical moving, going around, is mostly shuffling and leaning on my cane, and occasionally I could kind of walk fine. So, so I was on this GlideTrak for 3 times now. Even the first trial, it seemed to have left or imprinted in me a different way of walking, or what I used to, with bigger strides, more balance. I could even fool around for a few minutes. So it left a different pathway in my brain, I suppose, which lasted for several hours, but not for a whole day. So we tried it with a longer period of time to exercise or walk on this machine on GlideTrak, and observed that I could even run for a short distance. Of course, I'm an intrepid person, that's why I guess basically what's important and what's behind this is the idea and the realization more and more from different sources that exercise is crucial for Parkinson's people. And the problem is, how do you exercise your body? Because you know that exercise is good for you, but at different levels or different progression of the disease. How do you go out and exercise and move that body safely and in a safe environment, safely where you don't hurt yourself, don't fall over, etc. I suppose GlideTrak is one of the options. It's a natural, logical conclusion that more times you do it a day, the better it is. Even if it's done for a short period of time. After today's trial, I think it's better to kind of do it more often with less is better than do a lot at one shot and then leave out a lot of time. So spread yourself and do it on your time schedule and how you feel right, and what works for you. I guess all of us have to find our individual amount of how much you can load yourself, I suppose. How much you can handle at one time, and what is optimal for you. Because we are all different. Mm-hmm. You know, if I had it at home, of course I would use it more often because it's there, it's convenient. It's just a sense of discipline. At a certain time of the day you do it. It has to be done, in my opinion, optimal probably 3 times a day. But even if you do it twice, it's great. Whatever number of times you do it is good, but to really have its effect and have it correctly, and more the better. Mm-hmm. You can do it 5 times, it's maybe even cure you, I don't know. Mm-hmm. 3 times a day, I would say. Presently, I'm looking at it that I would love to use it for 3 times a day. Mm-hmm. Not for a long time, 10-15 minutes on my schedule. Maybe some people would think that that's too short, but we'll see as the time goes on. Mm-hmm. Well, it gives you a feeling of safety and security. So when before you may have fallen before and hurt yourself, now you may have been maybe scared to take those big steps. GlideTrak allows you to do it in a safe way, that you don't fall over because the way the machine is set up. So you can make big steps and even run and do all kinds of whatever, try how your body works. And as I said again, a safe environment. So that's one. The other one is that now that you allowed yourself to make big steps and maybe even run, it imprints. It seems to be a new pathway in your brain of I can do it. But if anything interrupts it, I'm in trouble. Because it's not really ingrained. It becomes a conscious mind working, not the unconscious. I imagine if I do this a lot of times on GlideTrak, it becomes an unconscious procedure. And since it becomes automatic, it's a different mode of moving my body. So if I don't want to shuffle because that remains in my brain, but I ignore it, it may just evaporate, and this new way of walking may be there, and then I can move again. I just feel that I got this little sweat worked up, which is really great. Moved my whole body, my cardiovascular is working with it. Okay.